APEC wraps up today. Last night, President Biden went to a dinner with the heads of the delegations.
Again, emphasize the President Xi that the United States does not seek conflict.
Communication issues for millions in Gaza left with no phones or internet due to a lack of fuel. Israeli Defense Forces report finding the bodies of a 65-year-old woman and a 19-year-old soldier, both kidnapped by Hamas. The remains discovered in buildings near the Al-Shifa hospital complex as troops are still searching that area. And the I-10 freeway in L.A. could be open by Tuesday. Remember, it was damaged by fire. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Live and local. Real talk starts now.
And a good Friday morning to you. The TGIF, thank goodness it is Friday. I'm Rayford Brown.
I'm Kelly now.
Girls.
And we're all in the red today.
We are.
Mm-hmm. You're close. I'm going to get you a red windscreen.
Well,
Pink and red clash.
Okay. They match.
No,
Pink is a lighter shade of red.
no, it's faded red. That's all it is. Oh my goodness gracious! Yeah, thank goodness it is Friday. We don't have any Jacksonville High ball games tonight.
Nope.
I don't think any Onslow County schools have ball games anymore.
But Havelock beat J.H. Rose last night.
Well,
good to have one of our area schools still in it.
yeah, well, that's good. In Greenville, we were out. Havelock's a powerhouse, though.
Well, has that basketball season started?
Yeah, it has, and we're going to be talking next week with Chris. From the Jacksonville Daily News, we'll be talking with Mr. Miller next week in Miller time on Wednesdays. I think it's Wednesday. No, Thursdays.
Yeah, but Thursday's Thanksgiving. So are you?
We won't be
doing it?
We're doing it on Wednesday next week. That's why I was having a pause there for a second.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Right.
Okay.
And this morning, bringing that up, be sure to join Chris Rayner.
Yes.
And Jacksonville High School Cardinal Athletic Director and Varsity Soccer Coach Dave Miller as he reflects on his career.
Yeah. How many wins has he had?
Over 100.
Yes.
Yeah. Career wins. That's good.
Yes.
Yeah. My God, my goodness. Yeah, that's going to be happening at 9 this morning. So right after this show, stay tuned for that.
Good show.
What else is happening in the area? I'm going to go back to my pet peeve. One of them.
Okay.
Just one of them. I got a bunch. Left sideline last night, about 5:30 or so.
I know where this is going already. Go ahead.
I got Old Bridge Street out to Railroad Street, right?
Right.
Car was stopped. Nothing coming from either direction. No turn signal on, and he just sat there.
Oh. Maybe on his phone?
I blinked my lights at him a couple times, paid no attention, didn't honk the horn, and finally, he just eased away. No turn signal. Did I mention that yet?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did I tell you that he didn't have a turn signal on?
Yes.
Okay. Then he gets up to New Bridge Street. And as far as I knew, based upon his turn signal or lack thereof, he was going to go straight. Then he turned right onto New Bridge Street. No turn signal.
Yeah.
That's two, right? You want to count them?
Go ahead.
He gets up to Warlick Street there at the New Bridge Street School.
Yeah.
And he's either going to go, I thought, straight again. No, he turned left.
Okay.
That's three.
Yep. Keep a track.
And then he got up to the next intersection, and that is Warlick and what is that, Warren?
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Got up there, and I didn't know which way he was going. He couldn't go straight there. There is no straight.
Yeah.
But he didn't go left, and he did go right.
With no turn signal.
4. Gets up to the intersection with Johnson Boulevard.
Okay.
Didn't know where he was going to go. He could have gone straight. All of his turn signal indications, Mr. Dunnigan, were that he was going to go straight, but he turned right. That's 5.
That's 5, yeah.
Wow.
Then, of course, he continues straight when I turned left onto Hargis Street. I know his name. I just called it. Driving a white SUV. Mr. Dunnigan. Why do I know his name? Because he's got it displayed on his license plate.
Oh, nice. Okay.
There were 5 offenses that he committed last night
Mm-hmm.
in the course of 4 or 5 minutes. 5 times. And if I had been in that business that I used to be in, I would have written him for each and every one of them separately.
Yeah.
Each and every one of them would have been a separate offense.
Okay.
I'm
And a
with
separate
you on
fine.
that. I can't stand people don't use their turn signals because you can't read their mind. But that's how
They got no
accidents
mind.
occur as well.
They got no mind.
That's how it happens. So I'm all for being. Yeah, I use my turn signal all the time.
Yeah, definitely.
Every once in a while, I forget them, but very rarely. But I have. But yeah,
Mhm.
turn signals. So
You're
that's why they're
supposed-
there.
You're supposed to use it to change lanes.
Correct.
Yes.
To take to anytime you make any move, the law says you will be using it.
Because people don't know your intentions.
No,
You
I
can't
don't know
read-
your
I can't read
intentions.
driver's
We
mind.
just had a comment. on Facebook. He forgot to fill the blinker fluid in his car.
Oh,
I
doggone
like
it!
that.
That's equipment malfunction. Then
Thanks
Oh,
for
then
that.
there's 6 things. I like that one.
Improper equipment.
Yeah, 7. Yeah. hmm
Well,
could write him for that too, if that's the
Mr.
case.
Dunnigan, you said?
Dunnegan.
Well, he's certainly done it many a time, didn't
He
he?
done it again.
Done it
He's
again.
Done it again.
Oh my goodness.
Well, the Texas ban is no more.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. I'm all about it.
He's one and done.
Yes, he is.
But it took 22 long,
I don't
miserable,
understand that.
ridiculous years to
Uh-huh.
send him to meet his maker.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree.
Convicted of strangling 22 years ago a 5-year-old girl
That had been
taken
Christmas shopping.
from a Walmart store
They were Christmas shopping.
and then burned her body.
Strangled her and burned her and left her in an alley 16 miles away. And this scummy earth was allowed to live 22 years and die a relatively peaceful death. Not
Yes.
according
Oh,
to him, but yeah.
absolutely.
This is like so unacceptable.
Now 53 years old,
Yep.
David Renteria.
Mhm.
He died at 7:11 p.m.
Yep.
Central Time, 8:11 our time. Got a nice, easy, peaceful engine at the state pen in Huntsville for killing Alexandria Flores.
Yep.
He's prayed, sang, and asked for forgiveness before his execution. His quote was, "I'm sorry for all the wrongs I have done and for those who have called for my death, who are about to murder me. I forgive you."
Woo! Makes my
Murder?
blood boil, Rayford.
Murder you?
Ain't nobody murdering you, buddy.
You piece of crap.
Yep.
We ain't murdering you. We're
Mhm.
exterminating you, just as I do every
Mhm.
bug that I
I'm telling
find
you,
on
like,
my
I've got
floor.
chills right now. Like
My
I,
pulse is increasing.
Whew, I could hurt this man with my bare hands. Yeah.
Deep breaths.
And her family was there in
Yeah.
a separate room watching from his family, who some of them were
Oh,
there.
I'd be front row.
I would have been right there looking him right dead in the eye.
You know what
cheering.
phenobarbital is?
Yes.
What is it?
It's a drug that will kill you.
It's a
not-
sedative.
Yeah,
Right.
it just stops
Too
everything.
much.
Stops your breathing.
It's a well in large doses,
Yeah, it
but it
stops your
normally
heart.
it's just a sedative.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It makes you go out
Used
peacefully.
to be used in surgeries. I don't
Yes,
know that it
was.
still is.
I don't know
but
what it's used
yeah.
for.
They need to
Other,
change that up to fentanyl for people.
absolutely, just a little bit, a little drop will do you.
Like that.
But that's too good for him.
It is.
Why not do to him what he did to that little 5-year-old girl? I say eye for an eye. I'm
Well,
sorry, but I
forget,
did.
forget about the strangling.
Yeah.
Just get the stake going and get firewood going.
Yeah. I'm all about it. He has very cold eyes.
And
I'm
you
looking
do,
at
and
his
you do
picture.
not want him to have a lot of smoke coming from the fire. So you need to use some because smoke inhalation will kill you
Yes.
before
Yeah,
generally.
you wouldn't want that. Yeah.
So maybe just a little charcoal fluid, a lighter fluid, doused over his body, and then set him on fire. He'll burn that
Mhm.
way. How's your Friday going?
We're just all full of vinegar this morning.
Well, this guy is a dirtbag.
Yes.
And I'm upset it took 22 years to kill this man.
right.
He sang a hymn in Spanish
Mhm.
on the deathbed, then prayed with a spiritual advisor standing next to him, and sang another hymn in English after witnesses, including relatives of his victim, entered the death chamber and watched through a window a few feet
Mhm.
from him. I'm sorry. Why do we go to that much trouble to sit him away when what he did was so heinous?
I agree. I'm all
I
about
don't
it. Yeah.
care about his spiritual advisor or his soul or his
Mhm.
lack of a soul.
Mhm.
I could care less about it. Does that make me a heathen?
No, makes you a human
Something that he's
and
not.
a dad.
Something
and a
he's not.
grandpa.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he would not have made it this
I'm
far.
telling you what, I agree. I feel the same way.
I would have bailed his butt out.
I agreed. I just can't. For him to say you're about to murder me is so.
No, I would have been.
You know-
Oh, let me put that needle in.
The death penalty is such a controversial subject, but I have to say that was my family member, taken from me. I'd be right there.
Have
in
you
the
ever
front
known
row.
anyone who was murdered?
No.
I have.
I have too.
Yes,
You
not
do.
personally close to me, but yes.
I had a classmate who was murdered.
I had a classmate too. It was domestic violence.
Oh, this one was just outright meanness and murder
Mm-hmm.
by the son of a deputy sheriff here at the time,
Ooh,
Jackie Elsie,
Jackie, what is that name
1967.
familiar? Why? What did he do? He
He
that name's familiar.
solicited a ride from her
Yeah.
during a after school club meeting or whatever it was, a drama
Right.
club, I think,
Mhm.
of which my sister and my now wife were at.
Right.
He asked both
He
of them
asked
for
them,
rides.
too. I did. Know
He asked
that.
both of them for rides.
Mm-hmm.
Billy Early is his name.
And Billy Early, yes.
Billy
yes,
asked both of them. He was a year or two younger.
I remember that.
He asked both of them for rides, and both
Mhm.
of them refused. Thank God.
Mhm.
And I wish Jackie had refused. She French 2 class. Same, probably French 1 and French 2. Very nice girl. Her brother is living in the area. He's a retired major in the Army.
Okay.
Lives in Jacksonville
I
now.
remember Billy Early well. He stayed in a lot of trouble. Yes.
Billy,
Is he still alive?
No.
yes,
he?
unfortunately, yes.
Oh, I thought he had died.
No, Billy is, he stabbed her, raped her, stabbed her to death, beat her with a stick over behind the Daily News. That's where they found the body the next day. On a Friday, they found the body. It happened on a Thursday night. They found him later that day driving her car. He had stopped at a gas station down in Georgia to get some gas, but had no money. And he gave them the spare tire in exchange for a tank of gas. It was suspicious, so they called the local popo.
Mhm.
They found out at that time what he was, because they initially it was feared that somebody else had kidnapped him and taken him.
Hmm.
Wow.
But those who knew him better,
I just remember the name and a little bit about hearing the story through. I mean, that was
Mhm.
way, way long time ago, and I was very, very young. But I remember the story.
yep, anyway. He pleaded guilty to avoid the death penalty, but he was only 16, so he would not have been given the death penalty. I don't know, maybe he could have been in those days, 1967. But anyway, he pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 2 life sentences. 2 life sentences, which the state of North Carolina
Don't
is
tell
only
me.
20 years.
Mm.
So by the time he was 37, he was out of prison.
Wow.
He was released after serving 2 life sentences in 20 years.
How can that be?
2 life sentences at that time were determined to be 20 years.
But that's not a life sentence then.
After you behave yourself in prison, you can get out in
Oh,
20
my
years. And
word.
he served, but he sentenced to 2 life sentences.
So he should have got out.
Concurrently
Then he should have
served,
got out in quote 40 years if
not
you're using
when
that
they're
math.
served concurrently. There's a different case. You can serve 2 life sentences at the same time.
What? Who made that law?
The idiots in charge in Raleigh.
So he's out now.
Oh, he's been out since 1987.
Oh my, that's the year I graduated high school.
He's been out. And he learned a trade while he was in prison.
I bet he did.
You know what his trade was?
Tell me.
Did I tell you that he stabbed her with a pocket knife
Oh
cutter?
no!
Pretty bad.
What is making
He
silverware?
learned how to make knives.
You know, he's a barber
Oh my
He
with a
does.
straight razor.
Oh, of course he is.
He cannot live back in Onslow
I was
County.
going to say he doesn't live around here,
He
right?
cannot come back to Onslow County based upon the conditions of his parole from prison.
Yeah, but do we know that he hasn't?
Do not know.
Well, it's like we brought up the story last week about the two Robinson County. I'm used to
that's-
saying Robinson.
It's Robinson,
Oh.
and he's that's where he went to
Of course
Right.
he did.
work his
But these
trade.
two
That's a crime
deputies
haven.
were
Okay.
shot and critically injured, which they're on the road to recovery now, by a subject that was released out on bond for murder.
Mhm.
He was
How
out
do
on
you
bond
get-
for murder.
How do you get released on bond for murder?
Second degree murder. First degree murder you can get out too, but usually it's a,
How does that even
multi-million
happen?
dollar bond.
Yeah, he was arrested last December and released in May, the following May.
So he got
of this past
probably
year.
second degree murder.
Right.
Not the point here.
He was
At
being
all.
sought for violating the conditions of his pretrial release. And he had removed the monitoring bracelet that was on his
That's a
ankle.
number offense.
So they went to go find him, and they were engaged in a shootout, so to
Oh,
say.
my word. Just can't.
Yeah, I think a lot of our laws need to be worked on, and looked at, and hopefully, what comes out of this.
One of my last trips to Negril, Jamaica.
Jamaica.
I used to love to go to Negril.
Right.
Did a lot of trips there. I was listening to radio there, and TV, but mostly radio. And at that time, there was no internet, nothing like that. Didn't have that available. This is in the 80s, early 90s. And on the radio, there was it seemed to be a lot of police-involved shootings. And the bad guy came out on the losing end each and every time.
Mhm.
And they literally, the newscasters would refer to the individuals as a bad man.
A bad man.
A bad man. Nothing like, an alleged crook or an
Right.
alleged this or alleged that. And generally, they were wanted for murder. At the airport in Montego Bay, on my way out of the country, I'm sitting there waiting, and I picked up a newspaper and read it. And they had in the want ads, remember those things?
Yes. Yes.
Under jobs wanted
Right.
or jobs available.
Yes.
They were looking for a hangman. The hangman who had been doing business for the country for 35 years had retired. An accompanying story said that death row was full. They had no more room.
Mm.
And I started putting two and two together. They had no place to put these people that they were going to arrest for murder. So I think, in my opinion, the police officers did the job of the hangman before trial. That's my opinion. That's what my takeoff on it was. Of course, I applied for the job. I didn't get it. You're live and local, Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME.
On the next Goddard's Gold, one of the great American groups of all time, they're going to be going through a farewell phase between now and 25. The Eagles with songs like Take It to the Limit, Life in the Fast Lane, Peaceful Easy Feeling, Take It Easy, Witchy Woman, Heartache Tonight, Hotel California. We got it all. Eagles, next Gold. Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here on Freedom 97.1 and 1120 a.m. WSME.
Ray Magliotti here for eBay Motors. Okay, easy now. You're teaching your kid how to parallel park. Ouch! Turns out he likes to do it by feel. Don't worry, eBay Motors has bumpers, taillights, trunk lids, license plate holders, 122 million parts. Pull up just a little bit. And headlights. They've got lots of headlights. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Straight Talk Wireless now has the new iPhone 13 with cinematic mode, which lets you focus on what matters. And with Straight Talk, you can focus on getting the best deal. Our Silver Unlimited plan is just $45 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data. And it runs on the largest, most dependable networks with nationwide 5G. With the iPhone 13 on Straight Talk, you can share whatever you want, wherever you want. Straight Talk Wireless. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com.
Mills International, your authorized Cub Cadet independent dealer, 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, has the right Cub Cadet mower and accessories to handle any lawn, as well as expert advice, great selection, and support to find the right Cub Cadet mower for you. Cub Cadet is designed for those that love to lawn, featuring the all-new Ultima Series, forged for strength, durability, and comfort. See the full line of the Cub Cadet Ultima Series and zero-turn mowers at your local independent Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International. 801 South Queen Street, Kinston. Wishing you a safe and happy holiday season.
A plan every adult family member should consider is the pre-arranged funeral. It's the worry-saving thing to do for your family. Making pre-arrangements helps to alleviate the additional stress on family members that can come with arranging a loved one's funeral. Jones Funeral Home's prepaid funeral plan helps remove confusion. They make a practical evaluation of costs possible, and it's the best way to take an unpleasant task off the shoulders of the family. Call Jones Funeral Home at 455-1281.
With locations in Jacksonville, Richland, Swansboro, and Holly Ridge.
Modern Exterminating 627 College Street, Jacksonville has proudly been serving the pest control needs of Onslow and surrounding counties since 1952. That's 70 years of protecting the health and property of our citizens from rodents, termites, mosquitoes, and all other pests. Modern Exterminating offers inspection without obligation. Being authorized to serve government quarters, Modern Exterminating takes this opportunity to thank those who serve and allowing us to handle all your pest control needs. If what they use don't zap them, they'll trap them. And if you're not satisfied, they'll step on them. The bug stops here. Modern Exterminating, family owned and operated since 1952. Call today, 910-455-5122. That's 910-455-5122 for Modern Exterminating.
I'm Alyssa. I'm Tao. And we're the Hooters girls right here in Jack. First things first, Hooters is wishing one and all a great Thanksgiving. And we want to give and there are no holidays when their service is not required. We invite everyone to check out the November specials at the Jacksonville Hooters on Western Boulevard. Game day deals for the all-day, everyday fan. Be sure to ask about the fan filler, a great deal for you and a friend. The home team spread, plenty to share. Ask your bartender or server about the 2024 Hooters calendar on sale right now. Hooters is where it's happening.
Hello, shoppers. Take advantage of the following specials and many, many more at a locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store where good things cost less down the street on the Richlands Highway, Jacksonville, and Main Street, Maysville. 10 to 24 pound average Jennie-O turkeys, just 79 cents a pound. Butterball turkeys, 24 pound average, just $1.49 a pound. Smoked shank portion ham, just $1.59 a pound. You get a 3-pound bag of Florida Sunburst tangerines for just $3.99 for a 3-pound bag. How about a 2-pound bag of crisp, delicious apples, just $2.99 for a 2-pound bag. 10 pounds or more fresh ground beef is only $2.99 a pound. Family pack T-bone steak, just $8.99 a pound. Whole Boston butt is just $1.69 a pound. And fried drumsticks or thighs are just $1 a pound. And remember, the beef and pork is cut fresh every day by the butchers at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, and they use only the finest and certified Angus beef and Sanderson's Farm chicken. Over in produce, you get a 2-pound bag of Halos mandarin oranges for just $3.99. A 3-pound bag of fresh sweet onions, just $3.99. Large russet baking potatoes, just 99 cents a pound. Fresh Roma tomatoes are just $1.79 a pound. Western Honeycrisp apples, just $1.99 a pound. And crisp tender asparagus, just $2.99 a pound. And you get a 24-pack size of 12-ounce Cokes for just $11.99. That's your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store where good things cost less. Down the street on the Richlands Highway, Jacksonville, and Main Street in Maysville. Remember, say big with big.
If your plans include hitting the road this year to do some traveling, make sure a visit to Silent Service Center is on your to-do list. Travel safety starts with the tires on your vehicle, and a visit to Silence Service Center will give you peace of mind with the best value in all name brand tires and the largest selection of used tires in this area. In addition to quality tires, Silence Service Center is a North Carolina inspection station and does complete brake service, oil changes, and alignment service. Silence Service Center, 1707 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, and 108 West Main Street, Havelock. Phone 910-353-4760.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
And we're back. If you are even thinking, if you even have a thought in the back of your mind about buying a pontoon boat next year, do yourself and your wallet a favor. Before the end of this month, run on down to Tideline Marine and check out the Aloha Tri-Toon boats. The sheer quality will get your motor running. And through the end of November, about 2 weeks away now, Tideline is offering the 3 Alohas in stock you for $5,000 off the regular price. You want to save $5,000? This is the time to do it. And besides that, after the first of the year, the prices are likely to increase. This week marks the 3rd anniversary that Elise and George Papastrat have owned Tideline. If you haven't been to the store lately, you should drop in. A lot of changes have been made and more are coming. Along with the Aloha deals, here's one for those who want to stock up on fishing lures or routine maintenance items for your boat, like oil filters and the like. If you buy in-store products that total $50 or more, you will be given a $10 gift coupon that you can use for future purchases. Hey, spend $50, get an extra $10. That's a good deal, any way you look at it. Tideline Marine for all of your boating and fishing needs on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville, 159 Old Bridge Street. Small craft advisory in effect through Sunday afternoon. Today, offshore easterly winds 10 to 15 knots, seas 5 to 7, 3 to 5 near shore, dominant period 8 seconds, sounds and rivers a moderate chop. Tomorrow, northwesterly winds 10 to 15, becoming northerly 15 to 20 in the afternoon. Gusto 25 knots tomorrow. Seas 5 to 8 feet. There's the ceiling. Is 8 feet up. 6 near shore, dominant period 9 seconds. Sounds and rivers a moderate chop, becoming choppy in the afternoon. Northeasterly winds on Sunday 10 to 15. Seas 4 to 6, 2 to 4 near shore. Sounds and rivers a moderate chop.
Hi, today, mostly cloudy, a high of 74. There's a 40% chance of rain today.
Ooh.
Tonight, patchy fog after 1 a.m. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, a low of 55. Now tomorrow, patchy fog before 8 a.m. However, other than that, mostly sunny, a high of 73. But the winds tomorrow will be 7 to 11 miles an hour with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. That's a yikes. Tomorrow night, mostly clear, low of 40. And then on Sunday, it'll be significantly chillier, sunny with a high of only 63.
Mrs. Franklin, Ben Franklin's mama,
Oh, I started to say, who?
told him on a day like tomorrow, hey, Ben, go fly a
Go
kite.
fly a kite.
Yeah. A trial for an Onslow County man was held yesterday in Superior Court here. 31-year-old Christy Godette was stabbed in the neck several times with a knife at the home she shared with Derek Bennett at Patriots Place Mobile Home Park on Hubert Boulevard. There were 3 children, none of them were his, under 11 years of age at the home at the time, along with the victim's mother. Godette died en route to Camp Lejeune's Naval Hospital. Deputies said at the time of the murder in 2019 that Godette and Bennett were involved in a domestic dispute, something about gang membership. She was supposedly in a gang, proven not to be true. He was very paranoid, and he thought gang members were coming after him. Bennett, he pleaded guilty to second-degree murder, was sentenced to spend the next 20 to 25 years in prison. Let's see, 20 to 25, divide that by 4. In other words, he's got about 5 years to go.
You better be lying.
And he's been served, he's already served, 4 years?
Yeah.
4 years. So he may only have a year or so to go.
I hope you're lying. Right?
You just hope I'm mistaken. I'm not lying.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
That's a
I
figure
know.
of speech.
I understand. Anyway, we got a call coming in shortly, right?
Yes, from Brian Saunders with
Mhm.
the I can't get it to the fisheries of men. He's been
Isn't it
on the show
Fishers of Men
before.
or something.
Yes, and
Fishers of men, or men, whatever. Yes.
he'll set me straight when he comes.
Yes, I hope so.
You were talking about 8-foot seas.
Yeah.
Did you hear?
Are you watching a video?
Coast Guard rescues overdue mariner 270 miles off the coast of North Carolina, and this was on Thursday.
Yeah, I
Yesterday,
saw that.
announced a rescue of a man aboard his sailing vessel who had been missing for days. Coast Guard crews rescued an overdue mariner 270 miles off of Cape Hatteras.
Yeah. He left New Jersey en route to Bermuda.
Right.
Who does that by themselves?
The Coast Guard received a report.
More people than you can
Oh, well,
imagine.
I would not.
They received a report of lost communications from the family of the gentleman, and that set the search into action. But thank goodness for our Coast Guard.
Yeah, there are a
They're
whole lot
just
of
such a
people out
great-
there to say thank goodness to the
Yes.
Coast Guard. And,
Yes.
and oops,
So thankful
hit the
for 'em.
button. Okay. Good morning. Who's this?
Hey, this is Brian Saunders.
Hey, Brian. How are you? We got the names pronounced correctly. Saunders.
Yes.
Yes, Saunders, not Sanders.
Right.
Apparently, Sanders is also an accepted pronunciation of Saunders,
right.
but
Yeah.
not the way you do it.
Yeah, not the way I do it.
Well,
Very
how
good.
have you been?
I have been good. I am exceptionally well right now because I could take a breath of air for about 2 weeks, and then I got to hit the ground pounding again
Okay.
Oh no.
for next year.
Yeah, right.
Great.
Got a big event, huh?
Well, we finished up everything. We just had our last tournament last Saturday, and finished up a very good Neuse River Fishers of Men Inshore Trail season.
That's it.
Yeah. I couldn't remember the entire name, but it's not a single tournament. There are several of these types of tournaments that happen every year now in North Carolina. And it's a series of tournaments. Generally, about 3 weeks apart or 4 weeks apart, something like that?
Well, we do 2 in the spring and take the summertime off.
Okay, got it.
And then do 3 in the fall.
Okay, excellent.
So, yeah.
And very successful.
Yeah, we had a great year this year. Our goal is not, we take care of fishermen. We give out a little over $4,100 a tournament to our fishermen. And so, but our main goal is to take the proceeds from, the sponsors and the fees to get into the tournaments and everything. And we like to donate those to local nonprofit charities
Yay.
and families in need in our community. And this year, we were able to give away our second highest amount of donation. And we donated right at $2,100 this year.
Yeah, good for you.
Well, excuse me.
You got $21,000.
$21,000 to local charities and families in need.
That's good. Brian, that's
And-
wonderful.
Yeah, for a little podunk tournament trailhouse in New Bern, run by Knucklehead and his board. I think being able to do that and just help people, help to be the hands and feet of Jesus to those in need.
Yeah, well, that's
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
Brian-
2,000 of that went to our scholarship fund, which
Good.
we'll give out here in the spring, and come the spring, and we hope to build that up to the point where we can give more than $500 scholarship.
Well, that's wonderful. I love it. I love it when things happen and people have fun and they enjoy the contributions. So
Yes.
that's a even double whammy. I love it.
And the causes for what this organization fights for, I think it's just wonderful.
Yeah.
Too
But you know,
great, Brian.
the one thing you failed to do,
What's that?
What's that?
I didn't get any of those fish.
Let me tell you something. Speaking to that, one of our board members asked could a gentleman who loves fish. He always, whenever my board members, Tim, one of them is Tim Casey. He's got a friend who, and there, I don't know totally what the total circumstance is, but he always takes in fish, for him and his family.
Yeah.
Well, the guy, Tim asked me one time, us in the meeting, could we invite him to come bring a cooler and people donate their fish to him if they want to. This cat went home, that was like 3 tournaments ago. He's gone home with a 40 cooler of fish.
Wow.
Every time. I mean, a lot of guys like to release their fish alive, and I respect that, and totally behind that. We as a board, but some people like to eat their fish, so they take them home. Which we only do a 1-man limit. Now they can keep 2-man limit on the boat, but they can only weigh in a 1-man limit.
Right.
But anyway, people they donate. Man, this guy is so thankful. He literally, the first tournament we let him, he literally was in tears. And he'll eat fish every day if he got them.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
And what kind of fish were you? Was this tournament? Was it a special?
It's 4 trout and 1 drum.
Okay.
So we started out with the 4 inshore species. Yeah, everybody's got trout tournaments. People,
Yep.
Mike's got the redfish tournament.
Yes.
And we got a trout tournament over on the Pamlico Trail that runs tournaments on the Pamlico River. And I've always wanted to do a tournament series where we find out who the best all-around fisherman, not the best trout fisherman, not the best striper fisherman or the flounder fisherman or the drum fisherman, the best all-around fisherman.
There you go.
Division of Marine Fisheries has screwed that all up. You can't keep a striper.
Yeah.
Or you can't keep, you get one tournament if you're lucky, if you schedule a tournament, because you never know when the Division of Marine Fisheries is going to come out and say when you can keep a flounder. And so now it's just those two species of fish that we have in our creel.
Yeah.
So anyway, but hey, we still do it. We're gonna still do it. If it means we got to go to weighing in bluefish and whatever. I mean, we're gonna find some kind of species. It's a pinfish tournament.
Well,
we're gonna keep it going and money to help the folks in need in this community. And that's our heart, that's our soul, and that's what we're about. We, like I said, we take care of the fishermen with the payout, but we take care of the community way more.
Yeah.
And that's what we like to do.
Well, here in Onslow County at one time, they used to have a kids pinfish tournament not too many years ago.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it lately.
Steve Ferry.
Yes, it was.
Still going.
Are they still doing it? Cool.
I think so.
Well, with
I'm
all the
I'm not 100% sure, but it seems like it is. I saw something this year about it.
Well, I wish somebody would let us know, because we'd love to publicize that. I growing up as a kid, that seems to be about all I could ever catch down there in Steve's Ferry were pinfish. It got them about a bucket load.
Yeah.
And my grandmother, she would go crabbing with a fish head and a little piece of brick bat to weight down the fish head and a crab net, and she caught crabs like you would not believe. And I would be fishing right along beside her on the dock, and I'm catching pinfish, throwing them back. And I said, you know what? I wonder what these things taste like. She said, well, you keep one, and I'll clean it and fry it. And I was about 5, 6 years old.
Did
and
you
she
eat-
did, and I ate it.
Was it good?
I have no idea.
Hey,
I-
any almost I'll say almost any fish you prepare right
Yep.
will eat right. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
You know, but yeah, look, we were catching pinfish in our not this past tournament, but the tournament before out of Vandermeer. We fished that one out of Vandermeer,
Mhm.
and my brother and I were fishing together. We were catching pinfish on mirror lures.
Oh, I know. I've seen people do that. Good golly.
It was, I mean, big old pinfish the size of your bigger than your hand.
Yeah, they look like spots.
So, yeah. But look, you're not going to believe who the series champion was.
Uh-oh. Who?
It's one of your old buddies.
And
He's a pastor.
Dave.
Big Dave.
Big Dave.
Yes, sir.
You know what? Was he using? I hope he was using some of the lures that he makes.
Oh, absolutely.
Good golly!
Absolutely.
And if you guys want to see some of those lures, come on down to Tideline. We got a few left, but we had a bunch of them, and we sold them left and right. And one of the guys that bought one of them the very first day, he came back in with about 30 minutes, a big honking trout to be weighed.
Yeah.
Nice.
They did good this year, and oh man, I was trying to figure out. I left that. My wife had a procedure done, and she's in the house in bed still.
Ooh, sorry.
And she got up and went back to sleep, so I came outside, and lo and behold, I left that information. I've only got about 10 pieces of paper where I write stuff.
I understand.
Yeah, but Dave came in first. Him and Chris Garris. They blew well, I wouldn't say blew it away, but they won by 50 points over a team that always is in the top. Austin Weber and Jacob Parente. So they were back and forth each other. Both of them were scared to death because they both had not a terrible tournament, but they didn't have as good a tournament as they are accustomed. I think Dave finished like 11th in our last tournament, but they came in nervous. Listen, we had a bag for the last tournament of 4 trout and 1 drum, the heaviest bag we've ever had in any of our tournaments in 6 seasons, and it was 21 pounds.
Oh, wow.
So, and then
That's a nice
our
5
second
fish.
place- yeah, so all 5 fish weigh on average a little over 4 1/4.
Yeah.
Basically. And then our second place team, they came in the tournament now, not the series. They came in with 20 pounds. So we had a 21-pound bag, a 20-pound bag, an 18-pound bag. Then I think it was a 15-pound bag or 16. I can't remember. And then it went from there to 12. You know, it was amazing. We had some good bags, but I think Dave and them came in like, oh gosh, I don't know, 11th or so. But they got it for the season,
Yay.
and they had a great tournament series, and I could be more proud of them. And look, last year they were 20th overall.
Wow.
They finished the series 20th.
Wow.
So it just goes to show, you know, it's just how the cookie crumbles, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Fish your heart out.
finish-
Use your experience and listen to other fishermen.
Yep. Listen to that little voice that tells you maybe you need to cast over on this side.
There
of
you
the
go.
boat.
You just never know.
And you never know. But another cool thing is we had 17 youth fish with us this year.
Wow, that's nice.
And
That's great.
the other big thing is we like to have youth, and we had 17 youth with Adam O'Brien winning the series, and Tanner Casey was 10 points behind him. And look, our third place youth was Chris Gare's daughter, which is Big Dave's partner, Gracie Garrett. He came in third place.
Excellent.
For the trail.
Excellent.
Yeah, little. I think he's like 6 years old, 7 years old.
So it's not
But-
fishers of men anymore; it's fishers of everybody.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, we love. We've had a few women fish with us this year. David Banks' wife has fished. Tiffany has fished with us quite a bit this year with David, and so yeah, we want. I mean, love seeing pools, love seeing families. Tanner Casey and his dad and his brother fish together, but this is Tanner's last year as a youth because he turns 16 before
Okay.
our first tournament.
Well, he'll be the youngest winner next year. How's that sound?
Well, maybe so. I hope not. I don't want him to beat me next year.
Oh well. You know. All right, Brian, we got to go. We got to pay some bills.
Okay, man. Look, appreciate y'all, and look forward to talking to you some next year when we get this thing kicked off.
Happy holidays,
in the
Brian.
spring. Happy Thanksgiving coming up next week, a week from
right.
yesterday. You're live and local, Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m., WSME.
Hey, this is Chris Rainey, host for Sports Talk. Make sure you listen later this morning as we have Dave Miller, the boys' soccer coach from Jacksonville High School, in here to reflect on his illustrious career. May even have a couple of surprise guests. Since you listen on Sports Talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Hey everyone, this is Melissa Oakley, Onslow County Board of Education member, and I just wanted to express my gratitude by wishing you and your family a happy Thanksgiving, and also expressing that I am grateful and thankful for our Onslow County school students and staff, everyone that makes our district go around every day has such an important place. And sometimes we forget to say thank you. So please consider this simple message of gratitude a huge thank you from me to you. Have a happy Thanksgiving, a happy holiday season, and Merry Christmas. God bless you.
The holiday travel season is almost here, and if you need automotive service before hitting the highways or just regular maintenance, Cedar Point Tire, the best automotive shop in Cedar Point, is here for you. Cedar Point Tire is more than just a tire store. They offer fast auto service from tune-ups to flat tire repair and all alignment and suspension services too. Cedar Point Tire. They carry all the major name brand tires, so they likely have your preference. It's simple. For all automotive service and tires, call 252-393-3188 or visit Cedar Point Tire, the best automotive shop in Cedar Point, 1083 Cedar Point Boulevard. Cedar Point Tire thanks you for your past patronage and wishes you and yours the best holiday season and a happy new year. Come ride with us this holiday season.
Looking for a job? Full-time? Part-time? Il Cigno Italiano Restaurant wants you. We're currently servers, bartenders, and dishwashers. Il Cigno Italiano, a family-owned, fast-paced restaurant that offers the best in fine dining on the Crystal Coast. If you're hardworking, reliable, professional, and have a desire to always strive for better, we want to talk to you. Break money and be a part of an outstanding, dedicated team. Il Cigno Italiano on West Corbin Avenue in Swansboro.
As Thanksgiving approaches, we here at John Stars Electric would like to express our gratitude to the brave men and women of our military who stand tall defending our freedom. This season, join us in giving thanks and showing appreciation to those who serve. In the spirit of gratitude and preparedness, John Stars Electric wants to help ensure your home or business stays powered up when you need it the most with a Generac home standby generator. With the unpredictable nature of power outages, it's essential to have a peace of mind knowing you have a reliable source of power. Give us a call today, 910-989-1908, or find us on Facebook for a free quote and power up your life with John Stars Electric.
Hello, I am Senator Michael Lazzara, and as we gather around the table this Thanksgiving, I am filled with gratitude for the opportunity to serve as your senator. On this special day, I want to take a moment to express my heartfelt appreciation for your trust and support. Thanksgiving is a time to come together, to reflect on our blessings, and to celebrate the spirit of unity that defines our great nation. It is a day to express our gratitude for the freedoms we enjoy, for the opportunities that lie before us, and for the strength and resilience of the American people. This Thanksgiving, let us remember those who are less fortunate. Please keep them in your prayers. And on behalf of my team and myself, I wish you and your loved ones a joyous and bountiful Thanksgiving. May this holiday season be filled with warmth, happiness, and abundance of blessings.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? A little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local care indoor weather team, serving all of your heating and air conditioning needs since 1967. Now offers residential and commercial duct and dryer vent cleaning, and now offers expert residential and commercial plumbing service. In case of a power outage due to a storm or for any other reason, be prepared with a Generac generator for your home or business. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning has Generac generators in stock, ready to install today. Remember, better breathing comes with cleaner air. Let Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning improve the air quality in your home or business with professional air duct cleaning. As always, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning is available 24/7 for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing emergency needs. Turn to the carrier experts, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, with locations in Jacksonville and Hempstead. Visit online, humphreyheating.com, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning since 1967. Relax, we're on the way. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Drs. Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry. Coastal Bank and Trust thanks you for allowing us the privilege of handling all your banking needs, including personal and commercial loans to mortgage services. With locations in Jacksonville, Holly Ridge, Richlands, and Morehead City, Coastal Bank and Trust truly is a community bank dedicated to those we serve and is proud to be a part of the continued growth of Onslow, Carteret, and surrounding counties. And forward to meeting you. Thank you for voting us the best of the best 5 years in a row. FDIC insured and an equal housing lender.
This is Mayor John Davis reporting from Swansboro. I actually sit here in Dairy Queen, and we would love for you to come visit us over the holidays. We'd like to take this Thanksgiving season to say thank you to our troops and to our veterans, especially to those who are deployed. I also want to say thank you to our teachers and our principals for the hard work that you have done this year. And also thank you to the Swansboro town staff for all your efforts.
It's not for everyone, only for you. The medication your doctor prescribes is exclusively yours to take as directed. Nobody else should be taking it. It's up to you to keep your medication secure and to safely dispose of any unused medications. Don't let anyone take what's yours. Your prescription, your responsibility. Be aware, don't share. Lock your meds.
Supported by NC DHHS, Division of Mental Health, Developmental Disabilities, and Substance Abuse Services. Visit lockyourmeds.org/NC.
Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing specializes in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting. In fact, they paint most anything except cars, including homes, businesses, apartment complexes, decks, and they do minor repairs, wood repairs, pressure washing, waterproofing, and more, including storm repair and cleanup. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing, fully licensed, insured, and locally owned and operated by Roger Carroll Jr. References available and customer satisfaction is always guaranteed. So if you want it painted, maintained, power washed, or need a new roof, call Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, and Power Washing at 910-939-0749 or visit southerntouchpaintingnc.com. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing salutes our troops and is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties.
If you have a project that requires ready-mix concrete, whether a driveway, patio, livestock housing, outdoor kitchen, or something special for the holidays, Mixed Masters Concrete of Beulaville can handle the job. Large or small, Mixed Masters Concrete offers residential, commercial, and agricultural contract work with professional service and fast delivery. Owner Scott Thigpen provides free estimates, and Masters Concrete will deliver on Saturdays. In addition to expert concrete service, KPT Masonry does complete concrete finishing. So, for ready-mix concrete and professional concrete finishing, phone 910-298-6153. Mixed Masters Concrete and KPT Masonry of Beulaville, proud to be part of the continuing growth of Eastern North Carolina, and thanks all our military families and all that serve.
Good morning, I'm Alyssa. I'm Tao, and we're the Hooters girls right here in Jacksonville. First things first, Hooters is wishing one and all a great Thanksgiving, and we want to give thanks to all of our men and women who are and cannot celebrate with their families. Thanksgiving is a perfect time to offer thanks to all of our first responders, and there are no when their service is not required. We invite everyone to check out the November specials at the Jacksonville Hooters on Western Boulevard. Game day deals for the all-day, everyday fan. Be sure to ask about the fan filler, a great deal for you and a friend. The home team spread, plenty to share. Ask your bartender or server about the 2024 Hooters calendar on sale right now. Hooters is where it's happening.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
And we're back in here down in Georgia, Fort Stewart, Georgia this week. You ever been down that way, that neck of the woods?
Yes.
Yeah, well, a family of four found dead in their on-post home aboard the post, aboard the base, on Wednesday. The authorities are calling it whoever wrote this stuff is ridiculous. An isolated incident. This is not an incident when you get four people dead. You know, a whole family wiped out. A soldier, her spouse, and their two children found deceased by authorities about 2:00 in the afternoon, according to a press release that was put out yesterday. The soldiers unit requested a welfare check, and Fort Stewart Military Police responded to the scene. The individuals were pronounced dead at 5:30 p.m. the same day they were found. Fort Stewart law enforcement and the Army's Criminal Investigation Division are working on the deaths. The press release did not state how the individuals died. Per policy, the installation will not release the identities of the victims until next of kin are notified. And as they put out in their press release, this is an isolated incident. There is no threat to the Fort Stewart Hunter Army Airfield community. As the investigation is in progress, no additional information will be provided at this time. Fort Stewart's chief of public information told military.com that there would be an update, but did not say when it would be released or if the next of kin had been notified. As of yesterday afternoon, the welfare check was requested the same day that the family was found dead. Fort Stewart's it's kind of a big area down there, almost 300,000 acres, they said, located in the town of Hinesville, just southwest of Savannah. It's the home to the Army's 3rd Infantry Division. The installation also claims Hunter Army Airfield in Savannah, which plays a critical role in the post-deployment capabilities. Okay, let's go ahead and take a Fox News break. We'll be back on the other side with more news. If you want to chat this morning, give us a ringy-dingy, 910-333-0139, 910-333-0139. You're live in local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News, I'm Gianna Gelosi. President Biden signing the stopgap measure to avoid a government shutdown last night in San Francisco, speaking about discussions at the APEC summit.
We've concluded an agreement to combat corruption and improve tax administration to make sure that our trade and investment is clean and transparent, and private companies don't have any worry about their investments being used properly.
House ethics investigations have found New York Congressman George Santos used campaign cash for designer shopping sprees, trips to the casino, and Botox. Santos faces a 23-count federal indictment and possible expulsion from the House.
In light of the report and the things that have been documented in the ethics investigation, I feel like that at this point, the removal is warranted.
As Congressman Michael Guest, Santos maintains his distance but says he will not run for re-election. Eric is listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1.
WSME.
It's live and local. Real talk.
All right, and we are back.
Yes.
Got some interesting news out of Seattle, and I have a lot of questions, and the story came out a couple of days ago. It happened back in 2020. A 45-year-old lady named Elizabeth Rain was in her apartment, and she was running a bath. So she was already naked. She was literally getting ready, apparently, and to step in the bathtub. And she's a therapist. The Seattle police busted in her house looking for what they're saying was some news outlets characterize it as a domestic violence concern.
Okay.
The other people characterize it as a mental health issue. They're claiming that they were under the impression a man was either holding a woman hostage or trying to push her off the balcony, depending on what story you hear.
Do tell. Is this the wrong place they broke
Totally,
into?
not even the right building.
Oh my gosh!
They pointed guns at her. All this was caught on their body cam, and I've watched it repeatedly. And this woman was absolutely terrified. I mean, beyond her hands were shaking so bad, and she kept saying, "I'm the only one here." They had, all of them. She had a teapot in her hand and she managed, when they started beating on the door, she managed to put like a jacket on, but then she grabbed a teapot because she didn't know what else to do. And her attorney, she's suing the Seattle Police Department and these five, and the city and the five officers, they name them, because on the video they're like, "Whoops!" I mean, this is what they say. This is a wrong address, and she flipped on that. Like, what do you mean the wrong address? Because her lawyer is like, she could have been killed, because
Absolutely.
I mean, if she'd have made one wrong move, and her lawyer said she barely had time to cover herself up, and they shot a command, and they continue, and it gets better. According to another outlet that I read, they continued to search her house after they realized they were in the wrong place. That's illegal, because they're even saying that's one reason why they've got the other grounds for the lawsuit is there was no warrant.
Well,
and I hope she owns the Seattle Police Department.
I know me. I know you well enough to know that if someone was trying to break into the house, I wouldn't have reached for a teapot. I would have reached for a weapon, as you, I'm sure, would have done the same thing. So,
and what does that mean? And then that in itself is scary, because that's honestly going to turn into a shootout.
That's right. Because the first thing they're going to do when they come into that door, they're going to see a gun in her hand, my hand, your hand, and they're going to, order us to drop it, and things could have escalated.
And that's what her lawyer said. They're like, thankfully, at least shouldn't have a knife or a gun. She had a teapot, but still, she described the first thing she saw. But what is so sad about this is how terrified this woman. The video is gut wrenching. I mean, her whole entire body.
She's a therapist, isn't she?
Yes, she's a therapist, and trembling in fear, and she's had problems ever since.
I would too. I've had
she
nightmares.
is fearful. Yeah, and they're
Right.
suing. Her lawyer says she's had substantial mental, emotional distress and fear for her physical well-being.
Right.
I mean,
I would too.
I agree.
I don't think
I
any
mean-
amount of locks and alarms on my
Mm-mm.
house would make me feel safe again.
And especially when they literally use the word whoops, literally. And so we got the wrong house.
Right. And at that time, they should have put their weapons down.
Yep.
They should have.
They should not have continued searching because
That's right.
apparently what was happening was going on in the building next to hers. And look, here it gets better. So a whole nother team of cops were at the right location. But then that begs to say if there's a mental health emergency, I mean, I don't know what law enforcement's protocol is, and if any of them want to call in, I would like to know. But speaking from a therapist standpoint, going in, busting down the door with gun drawn to someone that is in distress, and from a therapist standpoint, is not the correct way you want to handle that. If there's two different versions of what was happening. But this is sad. But yeah, they filed a lawsuit, and they're not even saying how much money but all outlets are saying she's going to get a payout. I mean,
I'm sure she is, and it's a shame. I know our law enforcement; they do great work.
Absolutely,
things happen,
Yeah.
mistakes happen, and I hope that this lady can recover. And those on the law enforcement side,
I hope they use this
learned
as a
little bit
learning
more.
experience.
Yeah, and a
and
learning experience.
Verify the address.
Right.
But here's the other thing: if the other group, what made the other group go to the correct building, and this one not?
Miscommunication, obviously, between the two groups.
Yeah. I mean, and
And it happens.
Yeah, it does.
It
happen,
happens.
which is scary because this could have just ended really badly.
It could
Yeah.
have ended very badly. Whew. What a story.
Yep.
Thank goodness for Gatorade.
I
Yes,
told you.
you feel better?
now?
Got you
Yeah.
some Gatorade.
It's working.
Good.
Yep.
Very good.
Had a leg cramp.
Mhm.
Yeah. Sometimes
I
those
don't
can be
get those
just-
very often.
Leg
but,
cramps hurt.
They
Yes.
do
They're
hurt.
like the worst.
Do you ever have one like in the middle of the night?
Yes,
Your calf
Lord,
muscle
I get them
just
quite a bit.
seizes
Yeah.
up.
Oh,
and
it's awful.
I jump
you just-
straight up.
Oh, yes.
It is
And,
terrible.
and there's not a whole lot you can do about it.
No.
I keep a case of Gatorade.
Mhm.
I just restocked this week.
Yay.
Oh, good.
Lucky me.
In your
Yes.
cool pantry.
You got my favorite orange.
Yeah. Well,
Mine
I've,
is
I've got a
Fierce Grape.
variety. I've got a
Yes.
bunch of them.
I like the Fierce Grapes. The only kind of Gatorade I
The
like.
who?
The Fierce Grape, purple Gatorade. That's how I label it. The
I-
purple. I
I
just tell
haven't had
Robin, give me
that.
the purple.
I haven't had that.
Yeah,
So
it's my
anyway,
favorite.
Ugh, well, I didn't hear all that story, but sounds like there was a screw up somewhere.
Major
A big one,
screw up.
Rayford.
Major.
It was a major one.
Where was it?
Seattle.
Oh,
I'll tell you
Well,
something right there.
There you go.
Yeah.
the left
And-
coast.
Busted in this poor woman's apartment. She was trying to take a bath to a therapist, and they were responding to some outlets call it domestic, others call it a mental health crisis situation. 5 of them with guns drawn, guns pointed at her, and they were at the wrong, not even just the wrong apartment, the wrong building.
That's dangerous for the police too, because they break into. Let's just say they break into my house and I haven't called them.
That's what
Yeah.
we were just
That's
saying.
what we were just talking about. It's going to be a
Then
shootout.
There will be a shootout.
Same. That's what I
So
said at my
people
house.
on
It's
both
gonna be a
sides are going to get
shootout.
hurt.
Yeah.
This lady grabbed a teapot,
She
and
grabbed a
like Kelly and
teapot.
I said, the first thing we would do is grab a weapon.
Mhm.
So,
Well, it's in
coulda got-
Seattle.
right?
Yeah, I know. And it's and the,
Go
and-
have some coffee.
Lethal
but it was
teapots.
also caught on webcam or the body cam.
Security. Oh, their body cam.
Their
Okay.
body cam, the police body cam, and you could it'll break your heart to see. She was so fearful, Ray, for the amount of trembling.
Oh, I'm sure.
I felt so bad for. I don't even know this lady. Felt incredibly bad for her. It's just very sad.
Scary.
Yes.
Yep.
Hello, Shock. He's back.
Hey, we're all the way around.
Yeah,
did.
he was
back.
just checking out the perimeter. There was a squirrel in your front yard when I came up this morning. So
Don't
he's
tell
looking for
him.
his little squirrel friends.
Well, he's standing right there for a little while. He'll probably walk right by again.
I want to do a PSA for parents, grandparents. I did not know. Let me look it up so I can tell you the exact title. Okay. Parents, grandparents, caregivers, babysitters, aunts, uncles, whoever. Do not let your child watch Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
What?
Huh?
Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
That doesn't even sound.
Oh, you need to watch the trailer.
Well, first of all, I don't even like Winnie the Pooh. I don't.
It's a
I've never-
live.
I've
It's
never
a
watched
live
it.
action movie. It's not
What's
like
it
a
got?
cartoon.
Chucky in it or something?
It's a movie about and I had a teenage client brought it to my attention yesterday. And I was like, because first of all, this client's not supposed to be watching horror movies. Doesn't matter why, but they're not supposed to be. And they had informed me that they had recently watched it with friends. And I'm like, what is this movie? So I pulled it up right there, watched the trailer. And then they explained what the movie was about. And then I'm going to get to the next story about that. So in this movie, Christopher Robin goes off to college or something. And Pooh and Piglet get very upset. So they go on a murderous rampage.
What?
And it is bloody. It is violent. And it is not for kids. And the title, yes, and the masks are creepy. It is awful. So parents, if you think Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey is a children's movie, it is not. And in Florida, so this week, matter of fact, at a charter school, a 4th grade teacher showed the movie. And,
oh, really?
Yeah, it caused. It happened on October 2nd. It was
Great
4th
teacher.
graders.
What's the movie rated?
R. Actually, some versions of it are even unrated. And according to this, she showed them the unrated version, which is even worse than the R. And trust me, the R is bad enough. A parent found out about it. The school claims the teacher only played it for 20, 30 minutes, but kids were begging for it to be stopped. And it was not. Apparently the students picked the movie, but the teacher didn't verify what they were watching, which is a huge no-no. You need to watch the trailer. It is disgusting.
I got the trailer punched up now.
Yeah,
but
and
I
the
don't
masks are creepy, but
I don't see any mask or anything.
you will. Pooh and Piglet are in masks, and they're creepy masks. My client, who is like I said, teenage boy, stated that he feels like they spent a ton of money on the mask, but it's very incredibly bloody and violent, extremely, like disturbingly so. Yeah, there's a lot of killing, a lot of dismemberment, a lot of blood.
This is not for 4th graders.
It is definitely not for 4th graders.
And I'm not
No.
even listening or anything else.
Yeah, you're just watching that with no sound. Yes, it is horrific. So parents, I say again, one, always monitor what your kids are watching. But just because it says Winnie the Pooh, I promise you, from what little bit of it I watched, do not let your kids watch this movie, period. And I don't even think a 16 or 17-year-old should be watching it. And the client,
I'm not going to watch it.
was
I don't
graphic.
do
It was
Winnie the Pooh
graphic.
anyway.
Yeah. So just wanted to put that out there because I had never heard of the movie, and it came out this year. Like, it's a new movie. I don't know why I hear of it, but I didn't. But it's a thing, and everybody's talking about it. And the school has sent the teacher back for training. I think the teacher was suspended. The parents want the teacher fired. Because kids, according to one of the parents, the kids were in there begging for it to be turned off. And it was, it gets, according to my client, the movie gets pretty violent pretty quickly. It was a math teacher. And it's held.
Whoa, stop.
Yep, you heard me. Math.
A math teacher is showing a horror movie in class to 4th graders.
Yep.
Oh.
There is a problem here, folks.
Yeah. And one of the parents was interviewed by CBS down in Miami and said, I felt abandoned by the school. Her twins were in that class. And the twins, one of the parents got a call from the kids and were like, get us out of this class. Like, the kids were crying. It's because my client confirmed this movie is bloody.
Well,
and Mr. Math teacher or Miss Math teacher don't know if they were male or female. Might want to, why are you not teaching them math? These kids, some of these kids can't read and write and add. Come on now. And it even says, the parent says that the teacher didn't immediately stop the movie after even the more terrifying scenes began. And he didn't, it was a male, even though the kids were saying, stop the movie, we don't want to watch this. And some of the kids, a couple of them had to go home. Like, they were that upset.
Oh, Lord of mercy.
So it's a public school charter school. Yeah, and they're just mad that Christopher Robin went to college, and they went on a bloody murderous rampage, killing
Well,
everybody.
I've never seen Winnie the Pooh. And there's a whole lot of stuff I've never seen that I never cared for. I didn't even think about it. As a kid, I had other things to do.
You definitely don't want to watch
as
blood and honey.
And as an adult, good gracious.
Yeah. So I just want to put that PSA out there, parents.
There you go. Parents, just put this on the ban list.
Watch what your kids, just pay attention to what your kids are
Everything
watching.
your kids do, you should be paying attention.
And I thought,
Not because you're spying, but because you're concerned or should have concern. You know.
I agree.
Yeah, don't be confused by the title.
No, just because it says
Don't
Winnie the
judge a
Pooh does
book by
not
its
mean it is
cover.
Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh on meth.
It's yes, exactly. It's very disturbing.
Up in New York, a judge has lifted the gag order imposed on former President Donald Trump and his civil fraud and trial stemming from State Attorney General Letitia James' lawsuit against him and the Trump Organization. Oh my God, he was gagged and now he's not.
Now he's
Lord
gagged.
help
Wait,
us.
hold up. There's been a gag order on this after all the stuff he's already been saying?
Yes.
No way.
Yeah, there was a gag order.
Yeah, he did. He imposed him and he fined him too, twice.
Citing concerns over
oh,
free
my
speech,
word.
appeals judge David Friedman issued a stay on the order yesterday, which was put in place by Judge Arthur Engoron back in October. Engoron, who is overseeing Trump's trial, imposed the partial gag order to block all parties from making derogatory statements about his court staff.
Oh my.
He fined Trump $5,000 for violating the order on social media on October 20th and did so again on the 25th for another $10,000 before threatening imprisonment if further violations were committed. You know, at Thursday's emergency hearing, Friedman questioned Engoron's authority to limit Trump's speech outside the courtroom and argued gag orders were used more in criminal trials where there is a fear of swaying a jury. That's acceptable. I totally agree. Just because you don't like what he's saying about you and your staff, that's not acceptable.
Right.
The ruling also applies to Trump's lawyers who say they have no plans to inhibit the former president's First Amendment rights. Trump celebrated the ruling in a post on Truth Social in which he railed against Engoron. Judge Arthur Engoron has just been overturned by the New York State Appellate Division for the fourth time on the same case, by the way. His ridiculous and unconstitutional gag order, not allowing me to defend myself against him and his politically biased and out of control Trump-hating clerk, who is sinking him and his court to new levels of low, is a disgrace. That's what Trump wrote.
Well,
Lord of mercy, y'all should never have gone there in the first place. Now he's unleashed, and he will use it again.
yeah. I just, well, there's a whole lot of things about that
there's
case.
the judge that issued the gag order
Oh,
right
I've
there.
seen him, yes. But not only, he looks like the guy from Poltergeist, in my opinion. That's what he looks like. He really does. If y'all haven't seen his picture, go on, look. He looks like that creepy dude from Poltergeist.
Yeah.
It's a
Looks just like him. But yeah, I feel like that judge has set himself up for an appeal
For
anyway.
total
Just
failure.
All the violations look, not a legal person by any means. I mean, I've been in enough courtrooms to know how things work, but I don't know all the procedures. But even I, as an outside person, feel like there's a lot of things this judge has done that are total grounds for an appeal from Trump if he's convicted.
Yeah.
I mean, because I
Well,
think he's done things
It's
he
a
shouldn't
civil.
have done.
It's a civil case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's made, I don't know how civil stuff works at all.
Yeah.
But I
Well,
just feel
sometimes
like
there are
there's a
juries,
problem.
sometimes there are not.
Yeah.
You know, it just depends. Anyway, it's going to be a mess. It's going to be a total,
a
complete
hot
and total
mess.
mess. Just take a break. You're live in local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Hey, this is Chris Rainey, your host for Sports Talk. Make sure you listen later this morning as we have Dave Miller, the boys' soccer coach from Jacksonville High School, in here to reflect on his illustrious career. May even have a couple of surprise guests. So make sure you listen on Sports Talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
If your check engine light is on and you plan to travel to visit friends and family this holiday season, it may be time to call or visit Battlefield Automotive, 1214 West Corbett Avenue in their friendly city by the sea, Swansboro. Cold weather is tough on cars and trucks, and the pros at Battlefield Automotive can check your starter, battery, and charging system to keep you on the road and warm with complete heater repair. From tune-ups to transmission service, a hose, a battery, or whatever you need for holiday travel, let the ASE technicians at Battlefield Automotive help you. All work is guaranteed, and the staff at Battlefield Automotive takes this time to say thank you for the opportunity to serve all your auto and truck repair needs and wishes you the best this holiday season and the upcoming new year. Battlefield Automotive, 1214 West Corbett Avenue, Swansboro. Phone 910-325-0828 for Battlefield Automotive.
Mills International, your authorized Cub Cadet independent dealer, 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, has the right Cub Cadet mower and accessories to handle any lawn, as well as expert advice, great selection, and support to find the right Cub Cadet for you. Cub Cadet is designed for those that love to lawn, featuring the all-new Ultima Series, forged for strength, durability, and comfort. See the full line of the Cub Cadet Ultima Series and zero-turn mowers at your local independent Cub Cadet dealer. Mills International, 801 South Queen Street, Kinston. Wishing you a safe and happy holiday season.
I had a question about my insurance the other day, so I called my new State Farm agent. And would you believe I talked to the same person who remembered my name? They said that was called service. And then they asked if my dog Max was over his cold. They called that service too. And then they helped me find ways to save on my home and auto coverage. I asked State Farm what they called that. They said service.
Call David Hall, State Farm, 910-455-0440. 1218 Country Club Road, Jacksonville.
As Thanksgiving approaches, we here at John Stars Electric would like to express our gratitude to the brave men and women of our military who stand tall defending our freedom. This season, join us in giving thanks and showing appreciation to those who serve. In the spirit of gratitude and preparedness, John Stars Electric wants to help ensure your home or business stays powered up when you need it the most with a Generac home standby generator. With the unpredictable nature of power outages, it's essential to have a peace of mind knowing you have a reliable source of power. Give us a call today, 910-989-1908, or find us on Facebook for a free quote and power up your life with John Stars Electric.
Mohawk All Pet Protection and Warranty is the only copper protection and warranty for all pets, all accidents, all the time. Because your pets are family members too. No matter how you live, we've got you covered. Soft, luxurious, smart strand, forever clean carpet. Gorgeous, durable, solid tech, luxury vinyl tile. Mohawk has the ultimate floor for every room in your home. It's suitable for all pets. For details, contact Watkins Floor Covering online at watkinsnewfloor.com. Watkins Floor Covering, thanking you for voting them the best of the best for 2022 in the flooring, covering, and carpet cleaning category. Watkins Floor Covering. They're more than just floors. It's custom showers, custom tubs, carpet cleaning, backsplashes. 1997, with locations in Jacksonville and Surf City. Watkins Floor Covering. You stand on it, we stand behind it.
Looking for a job? Full-time? Part-time? Il Cigno Italiano Restaurant wants you. We're currently hiring for hostesses, servers, bartenders, and dishwashers. Il Cigno Italiano is a family-owned, fast-paced restaurant that offers the best in fine dining on the Crystal Coast. If you're hardworking, reliable, professional, and have a desire to always strive for better, we want to talk to you. Make great money and be a part of an outstanding, dedicated team. Il Cigno Italiano on West Corbett Avenue in Swansboro.
This is Mayor John Davis reporting from Swansboro. I actually sit here in Dairy Queen, and we would love for you to come visit us over the holidays. We'd like to take this Thanksgiving season to say thank you to our troops and to our veterans, especially to those who are deployed. I also want to say thank you to our teachers and our principals for the hard work that you have done this year. And also thank you to the Swansboro town staff for all your efforts.
It's live and local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Are you thinking about maybe next year picking pontoon boat because we talked about them so much and how great those pontoon boats are. They're wonderful for pleasure. Just go down the river, for a sunset cruise with all you and your best friends or your family or whatever, your children, your grandchildren, all combined. Put everybody on board and just go down and watch the sights down the river. Beautiful, beautiful opportunity. But if you're thinking about it to do it next year, do yourself a favor and do your wallet a favor. Before the end of this month, run on down to Tideline Marine right here in Jacksonville and check out the Aloha Tri-Tune boats. The sheer quality will get your motor running for sure. And all through the end of November, that's on the 30th, about 2 weeks away, Tideline is offering the 3 Alohas they have in stock to you for $5,000 off the regular price. If you buy all 3, you'd save $15,000. That would be cool. This week marks the 3rd anniversary that Elise and George Papastrat have owned Tideline, and they're making it a nice celebration for you as well. If you haven't been to the store lately, you should just drop in. It changes pretty much every week. A lot of changes have been made and more are coming. Along with the Aloha deals, here's another one for those who want to stock up on, say, fishing lures or routine maintenance items or whatever for your favorite fisherman or boater. Oil filters, that kind of stuff for your outboard motors. If you buy in-store products that total $50 or more, you will be given a $10 gift coupon that you can use for future purchases. Now, that's a pretty good deal any way you look at it. Tideline Marine for all of your boating and fishing needs on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. The address is 159 Old Bridge Street. Small craft advisory in effect through Sunday afternoon. Today, offshore easterly winds 10 to 15 knots, seas 5 to 7. 3 to 5 near shore, dominant period 8 seconds, sounds and rivers a moderate chop. Saturday, tomorrow, northwesterly winds 10 to 15, becoming northerly 15 to 20 in the afternoon, gust up to 25, seas 5 to 8 feet. 4 to 6 near shore, dominant period 9 seconds, sounds and rivers a moderate chop, becoming fairly choppy tomorrow afternoon. And on Sunday, northeasterly winds 15, seas 4 to 6, 2 to 4 near shore, sounds and rivers a moderate chop.
Today, mostly cloudy, a high of 74, with about a 40% chance of rain. Tonight, mostly cloudy, low of 55, and after 1 a.m., there will be some type of patchy fog. So if you're out late, be careful. Tomorrow, patchy fog before 8 a.m., and then otherwise, mostly sunny, a high of 73. Winds will be about 7 to 11 miles an hour, but gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Tomorrow, Saturday, clear, low of 40. And then on Sunday, sunny, high of 63. And Sunday night's going to be 39. So it's definitely going to be time for the heat.
Yeah, a little heat. I probably have to turn the dome lights back on, the dome heater lights back on to keep those flowers and the other pineapple plants from wilting away. We got plenty of them in there. Have you seen the new?
I know. I was looking at them
my goodness
yesterday.
gracious. My goodness gracious.
They look amazing.
A Los Angeles homeowner who used a gun to fend off apparent would-be robbers at his home said his concealed carry permit was taken away just a few days after the residential neighborhood shootout.
What? But let me guess, Gascon.
After successfully defending my home and my family and my 5-month-old child, California has decided to suspend my Second Amendment rights. LA resident and married father of 1, Vince Ricci, said in a video for the NRA that was exclusively shared with Fox News Digital. Ricci told Fox News that the sheriff's office called him Thursday to inform him his concealed carry permit was revoked, and he said it was due to him yelling at LA police officers when they visited his home to investigate the shooting 3 days after the incident.
Well, I would be upset too if it took them 3 days.
Ricci previously railed that the LAPD, the department investigating the case, carried out sloppy police work, including allegedly not picking up the casing scattered near his home as evidence. I'm going to tell you, I know it happens. And that is sloppy police work.
It's very sloppy.
That is sloppy. Sloppy.
Do your
police
job.
work.
That is your job. Do your job. Period. I don't care what kind of job you have. Whatever job you have in any capacity, if your job is to dig ditches, do your job right.
The sheriff's office
no
did not
excuse.
immediately respond to requests for comment on the matter, and it's unclear if other factors played a role in the homeowner losing his concealed carry permit. A gunfight broke out on his front door back in November 4th, just after the homeowner returned to his gated Los Angeles house after hitting the gym.
Yeah.
Two armed
Yeah.
men jumped his fence and tried to force their way into the house as Reese was about to unlock his front door. Reese's wife, 5-month-old daughter, and his family's nanny were inside. Obtaining a concealed carry permit in California is historically difficult compared to other states, with Reese previously telling Fox News it took months for his permit to be processed. Reese, however, used his firearm on his private property. California law allows legal U.S. residents over the age of 18 to carry firearms on private property and residences without a permit or license. Reese said in the NRA video that the shooting is a clear case of self-defense, noting he was confronted by two men pointing guns at my chest as he tried to make his way into the home.
Okay, so in California, you can have a gun without a permit
On your own property.
On your property.
Yes.
So in other words, he can't go anywhere with the gun, but he can keep it on his
But
property.
he was coming home.
Yeah, he was coming home. They followed him. Remember, he had the headphones in. And he said that was my mistake. He felt him come up behind him.
Folks, you guys walking around with those earbuds and the headphones and
Situational
stuff.
awareness, people.
You were absolutely, my situation, he said, is unique because it happened at my front door, all on camera.
Yeah.
But this happens time and again all over the country. People sweep in under the rug because it doesn't behoove their political agenda. The fact is, evil will always exist. And that is a fact, Jack. In an interview last week, Reese said that this wasn't the first time he's been targeted by criminals. His home was broken into in June, and his car was broken into just months before that. He said a group of criminals targeting other homes in his neighborhood, that they were driving a Dodge Charger with no license plate and had broken into his neighbor's house the night prior to the shootout. Driving a Dodge Charger in LA without a license plate and they don't get caught.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Somebody ain't doing their job.
Yeah, that's unusual.
You ain't doing your job. The PD previously provided Fox News with the department's press release on the attempted robbery and said detectives are investigating and calling on members to come forward with any tips on the case. The NRA said it's proud to have Vince as a fellow NRA member and called the revocation of his concealed carry permit reprehensible.
Absolutely.
I do too.
I agree.
echo
I do
that.
too.
His decision, decisive actions to protect his wife and daughter, embody the core principles that NRA members fight for every day. That was in their statement. It's reprehensible that California is shredding his Second Amendment rights after he defended his family. I tell you what, here in Onslow County, that had happened, they would have given him a hero's welcome.
Yeah.
The DA would, the police would, the sheriff's office would.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a doubt. Unless there is something else out there that they're not saying.
It's your liberal DAs.
Governor Gavin Newsom and LA County District Attorney George Gascon's pro-criminal policies have transformed LA and the wider state into what resembles a war zone. The NRA stands with Vince and every responsible gun owner in California, firmly committed to defending their rights to protect their families. It's not just their rights to protect their families, it's their responsibilities to protect their families. Okay? It's my responsibility here to protect my family and this home.
Yep.
Don't go treading on me.
I agree.
Don't tread on me.
That's our state motto.
Reese compared LA to a war zone while pinning blame on left-wing local leaders whom he says have failed to carry out the full extent of the law on violent criminals. He said, I used to walk into this house and see this beautiful house that I built for my family, and now I'll walk into a war zone. Right here in LA, an innocent LA father was killed because District Attorney Gascon released a violent criminal back onto the streets, and this is just one of the dozens of cases right here in this city.
Yep. Yep. California's horrific. You could not pay me to live
I
there.
don't.
I lived there for 5 years.
I don't
and
even
hated all
want to go
5
there.
years
I
of it.
don't. I've been there once. I don't intend to go back ever again.
You're
I
not
have no
missing
no
nothing.
reason to go back. None at all. Nothing. Zero zilch.
The last time I was there was 2003 when I was there for a visit. So
I'm a North Carolina girl.
The only time I've been there, we got stopped at the border of California to search for fruits or
yeah,
veggies.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And
And
they
they let-
take that super seriously too.
And
let
look,
me tell you.
but look at the southern border,
Oh, I don't
including
count.
the
What are you talking
including
about?
California's southern border.
Yeah, that don't count. That's a Wild West down there.
Look at that. Look at the things that have come across. Do they stop them there? No.
No.
Lord, good God.
Well, you ready for some dumb crook news?
It's time. I mean,
Oh.
other than Gascon
Oh.
and Newsom.
Hold on, we got a caller.
Is that Bill? Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Happy Friday.
Yeah, happy Friday to you, sir.
Yeah, I was calling that really hit me as what a place that must be where you're talking about the man had a gun at his home and
Yeah.
just trying to get into his house with his family in his house.
And two men jumped
Well, you had
the
a-
gate.
Yeah, and you had to lock your house while you're out to keep your family safe. You know, inside it, and you know that Timmy is like, what a place that must be to live
Yeah,
in.
but not me. Not me.
where your
What else
normal
you got?
procedures is when I go to the store, lock yourselves in until I get home with the gun. You know,
Pretty much.
Yeah, what a place to live that would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking that this is off subject, but I was just thinking back years ago when they had that anthrax outbreak in Maryland.
Oh God!
And you know, it was right after President Bush had gotten elected, and it hit me as where down here we had a lot of Marines already vaccinated against anthrax, and why some of the doctors didn't do ask for blood from down here, type O, to do blood transfusions while they were trying to find a cure for it or something, you know. And then finally those people in Missouri said they had a cure for it and sent it to them several days into that problem, you know. But where, like here, was pretty well advertised that they had all the Marines had gotten the transfusions.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I remember the cases too, and it was kind of weird. All of it is kind of weird. So anyway. All right. Hey, Bill, we got to go. We got to take a break
Got
here.
another caller too.
Yes. All right.
Thanks, Bill.
Talk to you
Have
later.
a good weekend.
Yeah, I think the other caller has hung up. Robin, give us a call back. You're live and local, Real Talk Freedom, 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Barker Electrical Corporation, located at 3163 New Bern Highway, Jacksonville, takes this time to say thank you for your past patronage and wishes you and yours a safe and happy holiday season. Barker Electrical Technology Corporation has proudly been serving the electrical needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2002, specializing in residential, commercial, and heavy industrial work. Barker Electrical Technology can handle repairs for existing homes, hot tubs, swimming pools, pool houses, control systems, and exterior structures. Now that we're in the hurricane season, it's the perfect time to get that new generator installed for all the storms Mother Nature throws your way. Fully licensed and bonded, Barker Electrical Technology is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Phone 910-358-2187. Online at barker-electrical.com. Hey there, it's your afternoon guy, Chris Howard-Man, inviting you to the Christmas Holiday Movie Magic Jacksonville Parade tomorrow on Western Boulevard, Jacksonville, with the Jacksonville Onslow Chamber of Commerce. Hey, we're going to have complete coverage starting at 10 a.m. with the Freedom Crew. Live and locals Rayford Brown, the Lee Bears will be there. Sports Talks Chris Rader, and of course me, your little buddy Hollywood. I'll be there too. Listen live at Freedom 97.1, 11:20 a.m. and anywhere you may be. You can check it out at WSME971.com or on your phone. If you come to the parade, make sure you stop by and say hi. We're broadcasting right in front of JOEMC. Now, don't forget to grab your spot early. Western Boulevard closes at 9 a.m. Now, wherever you may be, crank up your radio or listen on your phone to WSME for all your parade coverage.
Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro reminds you to check your mailbox and find your quote on homeowners insurance. Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro goes the extra mile to make sure you're in good hands, like helping you customize your home and windstorm coverage with their Write Your Own home policy. Yes, save even more when you bundle your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, and even your golf cart. Remember, if it rolls or floats, call Tammy for a quote. You and everything you own are in good hands with Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro. Call today, 910-326-5383. Tammy Fry Allstate, 638 West Corbett Avenue in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro. Check your mailbox today for savings on your homeowner's insurance.
I'm Tao. And I'm Alyssa. We're your Jacksonville Hooters girls. Let Hooters make you happy. Great food, great drinks, and a friendly staff to serve you. There are daily specials like BYOB, build your own burger just the way you want it prepared every Tuesday. BOGO wings, any style on Wednesday. Crab legs every Friday? Good. Beer, wings, and drink specials? Yep, cheers to that. Give our funnel fries a try? Yes, funnel fries. Buffalo chicken and dip, it's spicy, creamy, just so awesome that you might want to dive face first into the bowl. Hooters in Jacksonville on Western Boulevard. We'll see you there.
When you need comforting, who do you call? An old friend, right? Jacksonville Heating Contractors services the heating and cooling needs of our area with dependable quality train systems, guaranteeing indoor comfort for your home or business. In addition to quality train systems, Jacksonville Heating Contractors offers 24-hour emergency service, NATE certified technicians, and over 50 years of experience and service you can trust. And with a Jacksonville Heating Contractor service agreement, you never pay retail for heating or cooling services and receive priority scheduling. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And in New Bern, you can call Trent Heating and Air Conditioning 252-633-2200. In Morehead City, Sea Air Heating and Cooling 252-247-1122. If you need service or repairs, just call an old friend. Jacksonville Heating Contractors, an independent train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. For deals on train systems and more, visit anoldfriend.com or call 910-347-2843.
Hello, I am Senator Michael Lazzara, and as we gather around the table this Thanksgiving, I am filled with gratitude for the opportunity to serve as your senator. On this special day, I want to take a moment to express my heartfelt appreciation for your trust and support. Thanksgiving is a time to come together, to reflect on our blessings, and to celebrate the spirit of unity that defines our great nation. It is a day to express our gratitude for the freedoms we enjoy, for the opportunities that lie before us, and for the strength and resilience of the American people. This Thanksgiving, let us remember those who are less fortunate. Please keep them in your prayers. And on behalf of my team and myself, I wish you and your loved ones a joyous and bountiful Thanksgiving. May this holiday season be filled with warmth, happiness, and abundance of blessings.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full-color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
It's live and local. Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Okay, we're back here for a couple of minutes or so before the next break. And if you want to say something, go ahead and do it now. 910-333-0139, 910-333-0139.
I do want to say something real quick before
Okay.
you start, Kelly. I'm sorry for interrupting. We had a guest scheduled for this at 8 o'clock hour, and unfortunately, she had a situation arise this morning and was not able to be
A
with
medical
us.
situation.
Yes,
Okay.
we're going to reschedule her for next week. It's Dulce Estrada. She is with RED, which is Remember Everyone Deployed.
Mhm.
A lot of that's reasons why we wear our red shirt on Friday. That's Friday's the day you wear red. But yeah, I wish her best and get well, Dulce, and we will see you soon.
Absolutely. Who's the dumbest of the dumb?
There's a lot today. It's been a little
All right,
while.
let me get comfortable.
Gwinnett County, Georgia. I'm just going to start with that
like
because
that.
I can't believe, I mean, this is kind of dumb. So there was a guy that had been committing a spree of bank robberies in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Well, let me tell you how he got arrested. This is where the dumb comes in, okay? Now, I don't know about you, Rafer, but if you're going to rob a bunch of banks, you're going to keep a low profile.
Try to.
I would think.
And not go
correct?
spending a lot of money that
And just
you normally
not,
don't
just
do.
not do a bunch of things. Okay. Okay. This guy named Eric Rivers.
He's up the river
had
now.
just robbed a Chase Bank and was casing other banks. Actually, in the middle of casing, when he agreed to accept a interview with WCGL TV over public transit. They see this guy wandering around, whatever. So what does he do? He removed his hat and do-rag, which he had been wearing on the robberies and was on security cameras. And after he completed said interview and gave his name, he did that too.
Well, good.
He proceeded to scope out a Fidelity Bank, getting ready to rob it. So police started, hopping on it, and the bank manager saw him walk towards that news truck after he just robbed their bank. So the bank manager actually sees him walk. So then he does the interview,
God.
and the police followed the lead, and they said, "Hey, this is who we interviewed." And
He should go to LA and do his bank robberies. They won't follow up.
they
the
won't do
leads.
anything. And the police detective thinks that the reporter caught him off guard and surprised him, and he just agreed to the interview. Something about public transit. Now, the police department made a Facebook post to would-be criminals. When after having robbed several banks, you're at another bank casing the place for an additional robbery and are approached by a news crew in the parking lot, do not stop and agree to an interview with the news crew.
Yeah, just bypass all that and come on down to the police station. Turn
And
yourself
just turn
in.
yourself in now. I mean, that to me, this is dumb. Now we're going to go to dumb. There's a couple in Florida, Polk County. I love them
Oh,
so
yeah,
much.
that's a good
Their
place.
posts, you can't not love them. So Sheriff Grady posted, there's an area in Polk County called Lake Gwen Park, and it's like a family-friendly, like kids park and stuff. Well, deputies patrol it regularly to make sure riffraff and stuff is not in the park.
Sure.
They want to keep it safe
Predators.
for kids. That's what they say. They make no secret about it. So a deputy Giles was on patrol, and he notices a man lying on the ground with a black shirt covering his face. So he's like, well, I don't know.
That's normal.
Yeah, he's like, what's wrong with this guy? So he went over to find out. The deputy spoke to the man and asked him to remove the shirt from his face. The guy refused. He said, I
Has a
would
right to
rather not
refuse.
see who I'm talking to. And he goes, well, that was the deputy's like, well, this is kind of weird. He's like, okay. The man told the deputy, hey, if you have some meth, I believe I have a pipe and we can smoke some together.
Okay, we'll do that.
And so then the shirt was removed from the man's face, I believe by said deputy. And it was that point he realized he had just offered to smoke meth with the deputy. And he says, I'm going to jail, aren't I? The deputy said, absolutely you are. And while he was being searched, as he's being handcuffed, he had a bag of meth on him.
Oh, my Lord of mercy.
And the man told the deputy, I forgot I had the meth. I mean, you have to love this.
You do. I like it.
So earlier this month, this story came out a couple of days ago, Wednesday, matter of fact. So it happened last week, I think. A lady named Amber Shuren Rusak. She's 25. Her mugshot is creepy. She stole her mom's car. Let me back up. Beat up mom somehow, stole her car, and then ran over her with the car.
Ooh.
Mom was happened in Cocoa, Florida. And when officers arrived, the mom was brought to hospital in critical but stable condition. So meanwhile, the cops hunted for her because she took off in mom's car. They found the abandoned vehicle, and then a deputy and his canine found her hiding nearby. Here is her mugshot, first of all.
She looked like one of those horror movie images.
So then the cops have not said what the mom was fighting with the daughter about, but the police are very familiar with her because this year alone, she has been arrested 4 times. And since 2018, she's been arrested 10 times. And her other charges were like domestic battery, drug possession, prostitution. And the police are saying, in addition to trying to kill her mother, and they got her for carjacking this time, assault, and they are looking at it, maybe an attempted murder charge out of this. So they said they could have more charges filed. And before we take a very quick break, this one's too funny to not say. In Florida, of course, and it just happened. This story I didn't know was in Florida until literally just now. Back in August, on August 25th, a 41-year-old man was arrested for DUI. He was pulled over by Marion County Sheriff for going 90 in a 45-mile-an-hour zone.
That'll do it.
So the deputy turned on his lights and tried to pull him over. He fled and attempted to evade him by turning the lights off on his truck. Well, it didn't work because the cop caught up with him. Once he's out of the vehicle, he failed every field sobriety test they gave him. And he went to a DUI. But the best part about it, there's an actual video, and he's wearing a shirt that says, "I'm the reason the beer's always gone." Let's take a break.
You're live and local. Real Talk. Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. We'll be right back.
Hey everyone, this is Melissa Oakley, Onslow County Board of Education member, and I just wanted to express my gratitude by wishing you and your family a happy Thanksgiving, and also expressing that I am grateful and thankful for our Onslow County school students and staff. Everyone that makes our district go around every day has such an important place. And sometimes we forget to say thank you. So please consider this simple message of gratitude a huge thank you from me to you. Have a happy Thanksgiving, a happy holiday season, and a Merry Christmas. God bless you.
Hurricane season is here, and if you're not prepared, now's the time to visit Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morehead Plaza in Morehead City. Whether for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer, Williams Hardware has the tools and accessories to help protect against high winds and water. Williams Hardware carries power tools and equipment, chains and fasteners, plumbing and electrical supplies. Williams Hardware, your helpful handy hardware store, also cuts glass to size and cuts and threads pipe. When the chores are done and the cleanup is finished, light up that Wilmington Grill for Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morehead Plaza in Morehead City. Williams Hardware is open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 till 6 p.m. and Sundays for your convenience, noon till 5. Phone Williams Hardware, 252-726-7158, and be prepared this hurricane season.
The best deal for the grill is at Jones LP Gas and Oil Company each Friday. Every Friday from 8 a.m. till closing at 5, Jones LP Gas and Oil Company will fill your 20-pound LP gas grill cylinder for only $11. You heard that right. Each Friday till closing, you can have your 20-pound LP gas cylinder filled for only $11 at Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 Wilmington Highway in heart of Verona. In addition to saving money on your LP gas for the grill, Jones Gas and Oil is your full-service gas and oil company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural gas and oil household needs, as well as gas appliances, LP replacement parts, fill cylinders, and tankless water heaters, and they offer a 10% military discount on installation. Remember to get that cylinder filled every Friday until closing for only $11. Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 the Old Wilmington Highway, Verona. Phone 910-346-6384.
As Thanksgiving approaches, we here at John Stars Electric would like to express our gratitude to the brave men and women of our military who stand tall defending our freedom. This season, join us in giving thanks and showing appreciation to those who serve. In the spirit of gratitude and preparedness, John Stars Electric wants to help ensure your home or business stays powered up when you need it the most with a Generac home standby generator. With the unpredictable nature of power outages, it's essential to have a peace of mind knowing you have a reliable source of power. Give us a call today, 910-989-1908, or find us on Facebook for a free quote and power up your life with John Stars Electric.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Drs. Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
It's the season of giving, which means a visit to Barnes Diamond Gallery, 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, right here in Jacksonville. Select a gift that will keep on giving long after Christmas. Right now, save up to 40% on in-store merchandise, including showcase jewelry, featuring pendants, diamond rings, diamond fashion bands, gemstone rings, and earrings. Need money for the holidays? Barnes Diamond Gallery pays top dollar for gold and silver. Major credit cards accepted and layaway available. Hurry and save 40% on in-store merchandise right now. Barnes Diamond Gallery, 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, Jacksonville. Open 9:30 to 5:30, Monday through Saturday.
Merry Christmas from our family to yours. Barnes Diamond Gallery.
It's live and local. Real Talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Okay, we're back live and local Real Talk, and couple of things to remind you of too.
Yes,
So let's get on that. First of all, right after the show today, Lee's got the information here on
Sports Talk with Chris
Rayner. He'll be up in a few minutes.
Mm-hmm. His special guest will be Dave Miller, who was the Jacksonville High School soccer coach.
Yep.
Most winning coach ever.
Yeah. Had 100 games.
Yes.
Well, at least 100.
And this is his this was his last season.
Yeah.
He's hanging up the soccer shoes.
Yeah. Okay, so Dave will be on the show with Chris coming up in just about 3-4 minutes.
Very good show.
And then of course, at 10 o'clock or a little after 10, another dose of the Daily D's with Rick Dees. I'm going to be in house.
Love listening to him.
He'll be spinning some of the cool tunes that I grew up with, at least 2 of us grew up with. And then at 3 o'clock, he'll hand it off to the Hollywood man.
That's right. Jacksonville's very own celebrity.
There you go. So that'll be hot. Now, tomorrow morning, Hollywood, you, Chris Rayner, me.
Yes.
That's 4 of us.
Yes.
We got a whole bunch.
Yeah.
We're going to be
bring
out
extra donuts.
Hey, yeah. Is that for Chris or for me?
It's for me.
We both carried badges, so I think there's something about those donut things. Anyway, we're going to be alongside the parade route, Jacksonville Christmas Parade. The Chamber of Commerce sponsored Christmas parade is tomorrow, and it's going to be a big
one. Yes.
A really big show tomorrow. About 190 plus units are in that parade tomorrow. That's a bunch.
Right.
That'll take a while, a couple hours at least. Parade starts at 10 o'clock. It will leave the campus of the college about 9:45. That's their staging location.
That's when they get to the stop sign and start.
And
Good
then
job.
they'll be inching all the way down to us. And so we go on the air probably just a few minutes before 10 o'clock
Yes,
because
we will.
we'll talk about things and get everybody acclimated and get us acclimated and make sure everything is working well. And that will, like I say, kick off at 9 o'clock, at 10 o'clock. Now, if you wait till 10 o'clock to try to get there, you can be walking.
Out of luck.
Mhm.
You can be walking from probably New Bridge Street
Mhm.
with a number of anticipated to be there.
Yeah.
It's
always
on
a
Western
big
Boulevard.
crowd
Get there early. The Western Boulevard shuts its doors
at 9.
at
Right.
9 o'clock,
Mhm.
straight up. If you try to drive on that street and you don't have a blue light on your car or your motorcycle,
Yeah.
you are going to be greeted by one.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you. So you do not get on that street after 9 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had good sound effects a couple of
Bad
weeks ago
boys,
at the
bad
Veterans Day
boys.
parade.
Yes.
Right in front of us, some lady, she slipped around one of the barricades somewhere or another and came on down there. Well, she
They shut her
regretted that.
down.
She regretted that very
I
quickly.
wish I had videotaped
that
that.
would have been
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Well, caught us off guard.
Yeah, where is he going? Oh, where is she? Why is she out here?
We're like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Oh.
And then Monday.
And then Monday morning, we're not going to be on Facebook or on YouTube on Monday.
Correct.
So, because we're going to be live from Angie's restaurant.
Yep. Right
But-
So
outside.
you only be able to hear us on the radio or on Simple Radio. You can go online and listen at simpleradio.com. Then you type in,
Or go on WSME
yeah,
971.com.
971.com.
So we're going to be live from
Yeah.
here in front of with some bell ringers or a bell ringer from the Salvation Army. Royce Bennett, who's on the board of directors for the
Mm-hmm.
Salvation Army, he set this up for us. We asked him to. And so we're going to have that, and hopefully he'll have a choral group by then. I've
Yes.
invited a number of people, and I'm inviting you, and you.
Come see us.
Come on down,
friend
see us.
John Michael said he may come out there
Come
and
on,
sing a song.
I want to hear him sing. He needs to
Yes.
use his Mickey Mouse voice to
I've
sing.
heard him sing. I've heard him sing.
Have you
He
heard
does
him
well.
sing in his Mickey Mouse voice?
No.
No.
Have you heard him do his Mickey Mouse? And
No.
he
Question
does.
is, do I want to
Yes,
hear
you
it?
do.
No.
He does a number of impersonations that are
Yes.
really, really.
I've heard him do
good.
some impersonations
Really
in the
good.
past.
So
yes.
maybe he can do that. Come
Yeah.
on down.
Well, we're going to have a busy weekend with the radio. Everyone, we appreciate your
Yes, we do.
support and hope to see you at the Christmas parade and come on out to Angie's.
Absolutely.
You want to get on the radio?
We'll be there at 7 o'clock. You
We'll
can
put
come
you
out
on the
and
radio.
offer some, best wishes. Talk
Yes.
about your most memorable Christmas gift. That's what I'm
Right.
going to ask you.
Right.
Either most
Okay.
memorable, most embarrassing, or the most fun Christmas gift.
Well, I think next week we ought to start the most memorable Thanksgiving. I could tell you a couple.
Yeah, we can do
Almost
that too.
setting the house on fire. et cetera.
Oh,
So,
would you
yeah.
deep fry a turkey inside?
No, I did that outside and about set the yard on fire,
Oh,
but it was
Lord
my
of
first
mercy.
time I learned.
Oh,
Okay. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. It's going to be a little bit dicey on the water, but
Yeah.
not too bad if you got the right boat not in the ocean.
Yeah, we don't do the
Don't
ocean
do the
this
ocean this weekend.
Y'all
Smallcraft
can-
Advisor is in effect.
Smallcraft Advisor.
But the rivers, the creeks and stuff, they are producing a lot of trout, a lot of redfish. So
If you've got an extra seat in that boat, just give me a call.
there you go. You're live and local, Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. Fox News is now.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News, I'm CJ Top. About 2 weeks left in the 2023 Atlantic hurricane season. Potential tropical